Hello, First Nations campers. Happy Friday. Today, tomorrow, the whole weekend, we are going to be doing some bird watching. For those of you that don't know what bird watching is, it is when you go out and you try to find some birds and look at them. And what's really cool about bird watching is you don't really need all that much to do it. As long as you have a place to go where you know there are some birds, and a pair of binoculars will get you really far away. And that's why we've provided in the kit. Everyone has their own 2-key pair of binoculars. They're pretty decently powerful too. I'll actually go into just how cool these are because they have a couple of features on them. So let me go ahead and explain to you, just how sweet these are. So check out how cool these binoculars are. They have 10 by 22 power, which means they can see 10 times as well as our eyeballs. A lot of times when you're out birding, birds are going to be much farther away than you can see with your eyes. That's what binoculars are all about. They give you an up-close view. When you use your pair, the black ends that are rubber-coated are meant for where your eyes go. The other end over here is where you actually look out of. If you were to look out of the white ends, it'd be a very, very small image, so only look out of the other side. When you're out birding, you don't necessarily have to hold the binoculars in your hands all the time. There's also a necklace. If you don't want to use the necklace, there's a little quick snap ring here that'll pop them off nice and easy. Finally, when you want to store your binoculars, it also comes with a nice little carrying case. Keep them nice and safe. When you're out birding and doing your activity, it is also included is a nice little bird book. And in here, it tells you many different species that we might see in Wisconsin. So if you see a bird and you just don't know what it is, there might be a nice helpful tip in your guidebook. How you go about birding, that's all up to you. Your only real requirement is that you go where the birds are, and thankfully in Wisconsin we have a lot of opportunities to see birds right now in the summer. We have over 421 different species of birds that are known to be in Wisconsin at one time or the other. So that's a lot of opportunities to go and see a lot of different types of birds. For this activity, you don't just need the binoculars, but if we go into our binder, you'll see in week 2 there is actually a worksheet that comes, I shouldn't say worksheet, but we're gonna be playing scientist today and however long it takes. But when you're out there, you also want to make sure you write down and record, what your bird looks like, some features, its behavior, what is the bird doing. There's room to put a sketch down. We've been doing a lot of art now, so I know we're all artists, so there's plenty of room for us to draw on. So go ahead and make sure you take this out with you on something, like a clipboard or a book or something. And so this activity will go with that. And then we also have, I believe, there are some coloring sheets as well of different birds on here. So there's a bunch of different bird-related activities in your week 2 binder. But when you go out birding, definitely make sure you have your binoculars. So let's say you've gone out now and you've found your first bird. Take the first few minutes to study it with your binoculars. Watch its behavior, the sounds it makes, what it's interested in, as well as what it looks like. Using your bird hike monitoring sheet, take some notes of what you have observed. Sketch a picture of what you just saw while it's fresh in your mind. Make sure to color it. You can tell a lot about a bird by the color of its feathers. Bird watching is a science, and good scientists take lots of notes. There are no bad observations, so take as many as you see fit. This will only help you identify your bird better. If you're having trouble describing your bird, take a look down at the birding word bank. This includes some optional descriptions and behaviors your bird may have. Lastly, there's one more rule you have to follow when you're birding. It is incredibly, incredibly important. It's to have fun. You'll probably find that the birds will observe you just as much as you observe them.